ain't what you see. You don't know this story runs deep. Can't judge a book by its cover, no. Gotta open it and read. You're moving late. You're moving late. I got some issues, but before you judge me, listen. I'm on a mission to be better than I'll ever be. Yeah, I know I got issues, but before you judge me, listen. I'm on a mission to be better than I'll ever be.
Well, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Removing Layers. As always, I'm your host, J-Day. Today I have the ladies with me. It's going to be fun. I'm going to try not to get beat up too bad, but today's topic is about the ladies and what do they really want in dating. But as always, we start each show with our outer layer. So who are we from an outer core? So when it comes to dating, I am single, but do date. That makes sense. Single dad, 4 kids by 3 women. I have twins, if that helps. And I've never lived with a female before. I think that's important, too, as we kind of get into our conversation. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it over to our first co-host, and I'm going to let her introduce herself and kind of give us her outer layer.
Okay. Hey, everybody. I am Shaquana. I am newly single. I was in a relationship for about 5.5 years. So I am learning the dating game over a little bit. I have lived with someone for the whole time. So this is different, living alone. But I like it, though. It's peaceful.
Perfect. All right. Who do we have next?
Hi, everybody. I'm Kimberly. I've been married before for 12 years, divorced, engaged again, and now single again. Dating, mother of 2, 29 and 18, and just trying to readjust.
All right, so, as always, I have to interject. So you said married for 12 years. So how old are we, if we're going to tell it? So we have to get an idea. We have a 29-year-old child. Okay. So how old are we present day?
I'm present day 45, will be 46 in March.
Perfect. So you got a while before their birthday. Okay. And who do we have, last but not least, who do we have with?
I'm Kristen. I am single, 2 kids. I have lived with 2 men. I've been single for a while now, though.
Perfect. All right. So we have everybody's single. For some newly single folk, we have a divorcee. Is that the right term? Perfect.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
All right. And, you just single, I'm going to call it. So presently, we're not going to talk about past, but right now, what is your current dating experience? How is dating for you? So I'm going to start with Chris. How is your current dating experience?
It's hard. It's rough. It's not, I don't know. It's hard to make connections with people. I don't know if it's social media. I don't know if it's because everybody texts now and does that whole thing. But me getting 5 WYD text messages a day, that's not.
All right, when you say 5, we're talking about from one person.
From one person,
okay.
from the same
right,
person. Like,
sure.
When every other hour that's what you're giving me, but you just got my number 2 days ago, it's hard to connect with people that way.
So dating is hard initially. Okay, I hear that. You brought up initially,
right?
As far as dating, I'm gonna just let y'all speak, but I'm gonna follow it up and say, okay, what about you, Kim? How is dating?
For me, dating is difficult. I tend to want to kind of talk through and get to know someone a little bit more.
Exactly.
So for me, dating has been a challenge, just trying to read people and kind of understand them and know what their motive is, because as I go into dating, I'm looking more for, okay, we too old for this shit.
Meaning what?
True.
What is the shit? Explain the shit.
Okay.
You know what the shit is.
I don't, because
you know exactly
I'm with
what
the shit. So
exactly. You know what the shit is.
Before, I break it down.
Okay, so for me, the shit is, I have, as I mentioned, a 29-year-old.
Perfect. Okay.
So my goal is not to be moving and shaking in the same circles that she's moving and shaking in.
That's
She's married. I have another child who's a son who's in college. So my goal is to make sure that I enjoy myself, but also I'm getting too old, right?
Right.
So it's time to settle down. Let's work on some foundations. Initially getting married at a young age, fresh out of college, fresh out of high school to my high school sweetheart and my kid's dad, it was more of, I'm getting married to be married forever, not to get divorced, right? Then it got re-engaged years later, but still end up single. So for me, I feel like I'm behind and I'm not where I intended to be, right? But I adjust and keep it moving. So I don't want to deal with any of the the shit, the baby mama drama, or I'm just trying to hit it because I'm 45, but I don't look 45, so they want to play the games that they play when I'm a little bit younger. And I just don't have the tolerance and the patience for it. Like, it's either we going to do it or we ain't going to do it.
Do what exactly is what I'm going to write down on my notes. Because I want you to give your current. But do what exactly I feel like is leading, especially when you don't know somebody. But that's me. So finally, Ms. Kwan, how is dating currently? Newly single, so this is a little different. How is dating for you present day?
Dating for me it's not bad. I get the hey, how you doing? I thought you was in a relationship. What happened? I've been waiting for you. Type of situation. Yeah. Okay. And I think it's because my expectations are different from someone who's my age. I'm 28.
Okay.
But the way I was raised, it was like I know what to expect. So I get the dinner, the movie, the here's some money on the side situation type thing. I get that.
Yeah, see, I don't like the... see, I don't... But see, that's what I don't like. Like, if I just meet you, I don't want you... Day two, hey, when can we hang out? Like, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Yeah, what is the median? Because I felt like I kind of maybe came off too strong one time in regards to just... But I kind of just adopted them into my day-to-day. I like to have a good time.
Right. So, and me too.
But I felt like looking back on that particular situation, maybe it was too much too soon, but that's corny. Like,
yeah.
I feel like...
But that goes back to the what are we doing? So you go ahead and jump into, let me take you out to dinner. They're trying to get to know you versus the what you're doing.
Okay. Mind you, that was her tapping on her phone like this.
Yeah, that's what you're doing,
So is it a consensus that texting is bad?
I think it's a personal preference thing. I personally, I think it's a personal preference thing.
It's a personal preference. Me personally, at work all day, every day, I'm on the phone, I'm on calls. So when I get home, I tend to, prior to my son leaving for college, I would come home and I was away from my phone and everything because I'm trying to see how his day went. Right?
You're doing mommy thing, yeah.
Connection. But now that I'm an empty nester, it's a little bit different. But even when I come home now, I would rather text you than talk on the phone with you because I'm multitasking. I'm also finishing my master's. So when I get home, I don't have a lot of time to really be kind of jogging.
Okay, so pump the brakes. I'm hearing y'all. So let's go back to the actual topic, which I'm bringing up for the first time. What do women want in dating? Shaquan, what do women want in dating? If you could sum it up in 2 sentences, what do women want?
I'm gonna say this about myself.
Okay.
I've learned over the last 2 weeks that I don't know what I want.
Well, that's a good.
But I know what I want. I know that I want someone that's gonna protect me and be there and give me genuine love the way I give it back. I want you to reciprocate it. I'm not saying you gotta have the best job, but I need to make sure that your goals are aligning to go somewhere.
That's fair.
And it's not just my goals we're living off of.
I'm going to put a dollar sign with a question mark. It's going to come up later. All right.
You just got to have a goal that we're going somewhere. And I really don't know. I was like, he got to look a certain way. But if your chemistry is right, you got me.
Okay.
Because I have a somebody with the chemistry it got me.
All right, so
but he's not my type at all.
Shaquana at 28
with no
doesn't
kids.
know, but chemistry matters. All right. Kim at 45. What about you?
I think I'm there also. I think for me, I do want someone that, you know, you gotta be done with the shit at 40 something.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I love this shit.
Shut up.
I don't know. I'm not sold on this shit.
You're so
But I think it's along those same lines, right? I do have children, but again, at this point, one is an adult and one is on the way to being an independent adult.
Right.
So I don't really have the children at home. So for me, it's more about someone that's being in alignment with what I want to do, right? You got to be bringing the table with my table, not to the table. I feel like we're in a position where at this age, you should already have a table.
True
right?
indeed, but I guess I'm still a believer in the whole white picket fence, and so.
Oh, me
I
am too.
But I don't, as a man, I don't want to hear the first thing you talking about is a damn table. I wanted the romance and the chemistry and some of that shit.
But you don't want to.
So what happens?
Don't get the digging in my pocket.
But what happens if you get the romance and the chemistry, and a month later you have a conversation, and she's like, "Oh, you know what? Well, I never actually want to be married, and I don't ever want to have kids." And if that's something you want, you realize you're just not on the same path.
I get it.
And
I get it.
like, just a woman having that conversation in the beginning does not mean she sees that with you. It's more of a let's level set now so that I can determine how much time I want to invest in this.
Because this is just a date.
Right.
Well, okay. It can't be both. Hold on, but it can't be both. And because what I'm hearing from one side of it is you just said very clearly it's just a date. But you dating with expectations. Meaning what I'm also hearing is you it sounds like you're not going to even entertain a dude who you feel like is not bringing the table. But
like,
how do you know from day one, like Christian Mingle to he has a table? How does that work?
Text messages.
Yeah, so what
text messages. You just said don't text. I wrote that down.
No, that was me. I'm the one. I don't like the text messages. I don't like text messages. I'm not. Let me be clear. I'm not against text messages. Yeah. If you're gonna text me, text something of substance, and at least try to get to know me. All this, when can we hang out? When you gonna come see me? Let's go out. Yeah, that's fine and cool, but
what the hell do you
tell me, you don't even know, you don't know anything about me.
Exactly.
Okay, so I think the difference, I didn't hear what she said. I missed that. I have a small child at home. My daughter will be 9 on Saturday.
9? I thought you was about to say like a...
No, small. My son is gone. My son is out of the house.
I don't see none of y'all have...
No, when I'm saying...
You are with the complete shit. You said small.
Not small. I didn't mean small like that.
9. That's damn near
she's
awesome.
small enough. I don't want to be dating. Right. Exactly.
That's fair. But
exactly.
From what I'm hearing, that's not necessarily what he's asking you. He's asking you to go out and get to know him. You're not going to get to know a person texting. And like I said, you're going to get bored.
That's why I don't like text messages. So you just prove my point.
Every day. So you got.
So you pick up the phone and we have a conversation. Because I'm the type of person, I don't want to be out with someone that I don't vibe with. I would rather know if I vibe with you before I go out with you. Because
so your vibe has to come from the phone before it comes from person.
My vibe.
Somebody suck at talking on the phone. Is that fair?
No.
Or is that not fair?
I don't know.
Okay, so you do agree.
Especially if you're on the phone, like I said, all day, or you work in a call center environment, or you are, you're on constant conference call. You and I work in the same organization, so I know the type of work that you do. So when you're on the phone all day, it is difficult to be on the phone all night when you get home because you want to try.
I could give you that. I can understand that.
So I get that, but I think.
But if you haven't told me anything about yourself, I don't know that that's your deal.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like
it's about communicating effectively. But I think what we have in common thus far is that we're just dating with a purpose. Our purpose is a little bit different, but we're dating with a purpose.
Yeah,
her
that's why
purpose is a little bit different.
Right, I can't say.
Well, you're looking for a blanket statement for every woman, and you're not going to get that.
But at the same time,
because I think every woman is
seeing my brothers, and what I'm what I'm hearing is
your brothers are on with the shit. Yeah, so you can't come to your brothers.
Fucking with you, I can't text too much. I can't ask you out, but so often. And in the very short amount of time, because of your small child, I got to get that
Did you hear what she said? Did you hear what she said?
Hold on,
Shout out
to my friend, the person that's gonna help us get to the top. Jay.
Did you hear what she said?
I didn't hear what she said.
She said,
"You gotta if you're gonna text for the purpose. Like she's not saying she don't like text.
Thank you,
but you're not saying what you're doing me to do.
That's what I'm saying. Get to the point.
She's saying what she don't want to what you do.
I don't. Or the like the. Hope you having a good day.
Okay, beautiful.
I hate those. I hate have a great day today, beautiful. I will. I will.
Ladies.
I like it, but I'm sorry.
Ma'am, can I get a second? You know, it's sad because back in the day, as a young lad, you know, you talk to
young lad. Shut up.
To some of the older players, you know, they teach you how to get yourself together. So you be in the mirror thinking what you're gonna tell her the next day at school, and y'all is basically saying we need to practice our text game. Like, what the fuck? Like, which emoji works best on the ladies?
Like, the old players didn't have text messages. They had other shit.
I don't want to be relegated to texting you to woo you.
I don't want you to text me.
And I don't want to be relegated to having to talk to you via a telephone. Like, I want to be able to look you in your face and have a conversation.
See, for me, I can get,
wow.
Yeah. For me, you could get a little bit of connection, and you can judge the vibe when you're face to face.
Yes, the vibe. So, there's not chemistry enough. Like they say that energy, ain't no energy in meeting somebody. It's not exciting to you. I think for men, and I have that written down.
What?
And this is let's go into our next question. Do women? Oh man, that's kind of too much.
No, don't X out nothing. Let's go there. Let's go there now.
So do women like the newness in dating and sex as much as men do? Meaning, men like to meet.
Y'all like the chase.
The newness
Y'all like the chase.
Pussy
Y'all like the chase.
It's exciting. And I'm asking, if we're being honest, is that the same for women? And I mean, that's not necessarily your whole MO, but I'm asking you, is there some excitingness and newness? Yes.
There's excitingness to the sex, not in the dating.
What?
Well, I think,
yes.
You agree?
Yes. I think
there's excitement in the sex.
Chris is the skinniest person in the room, so you don't eat like we eat. You know what I mean?
That's a lie. I eat more than you eat, probably.
But I think it's a little bit of both.
Okay.
Though, because
like some newness.
The thing is, when I always say, and I tell my daughter this.
Okay.
When
drop a jewel.
I'm trying to be politically correct.
Right? No. We're moving. Go ahead.
I always say to my daughter, and especially if she's going through something, or she was talking about something, or even just my friends that are coming out of a relationship, right? That first period of time, you can say all new dick is good dick, all new pussy is good pussy, right? But over time, if that person sticks out with you, that's how you know that they're in it either to play and win, or they're just in it just to get what they want, right? So I think, to answer Jay's question, it is a little bit of newness to it, because actually, even when you do it the first time, y'all fumbling over each other trying to see, okay, he like this, he like that, or whatever, right?
But shut the fuck up.
But as you get into it, then there is a little bit of newness that's exciting, right? But then over 3 months, 2 months, that newness and that excitement goes away. That's when you start to feel that true feeling like, damn, I really ain't fucking with this nigga like that. I thought he was cool, the wood is alright. It was good in the beginning, but I done tried out something else, and I think, or I haven't tried it yet, but I think I want to try it out because he been going hard. Okay. So to answer your question, yes, I do think there's something when it's new, but I think the true value you will get when it's been
Chris,
over time.
Let me ask you this. Do you 100% know what you got until you hit it, or you know before that? Meaning you gotta take the ride to really know, or
you can think you got it.
Okay, you gotta know the ride.
But the ride can determine can determine. Can change. Yeah, you can make a detour based on the ride.
Shout out to the thugs. The thugs, they hit it. Got this. I work with them.
That's a lie.
I'm gonna help them fill out these applications.
No, hold on. Let me be clear. Let me be clear. I'm gonna be clear. I've said this for years. When a woman actually loves a man and feels something for him, she will deal with mediocre dick.
Oh, wow.
She will deal with mediocre. Yeah, she will.
Shaquana, let me ask you this. You said that if he's a good man, you'll deal with mediocre dick.
I didn't say good. I said if she loves him. She can love him and he not be a good man. If she loves him, she will tolerate mediocre dick for years.
Perfect.
For years.
Perfect.
You can train them.
Shaquana, the second question to that is, so the dude that's fucking the dog shit out of you, will you deal with his brokenness? I mean, for the same reason?
No.
Come, man, I don't know.
No, because you can go find a dude.
It depends. You're talking about being in a relationship with him or just fucking?
So you'll just give up the good dick, just, hey, see you later.
Hell yeah.
All right, fuck him.
You can go buy some good
dick
dick
gotta pay the bills?
And he don't have to pay my bills.
I'm asking, do men pay bills?
You got to come with something.
The table, according to Kim. I wrote that down.
You ain't coming with a table. You coming with them shoes on your feet.
Mm-hmm. Wow. And looking for
and your trash bag full of clothes.
But that's all my expectations.
From the next chick out, from the last chick out.
My expectation is for you to come to the table with something. I'm not even gonna tolerate you if you're not coming with something. Brokenness. Get shit knocked out.
Okay, all right. So, ladies, let's step outside ourselves for 1 second. Okay. And then, because I'm latest to this bed. If y'all say I ain't, we talked about yourselves, but what about people we know? Is it common for women you know to deal with brokenness over good dick, or that's just a common woman a no-go?
I personally
we got to be honest. We step outside yourself and let's talk about our timeline, the people that we text on a daily basis, who we hang out with, people we see. Let me ask you, is everybody staying away from good broke dick?
But my question is, just do...
No,
are they broke?
You haven't been stuttering when you talked about...
Are they broke because they don't give?
Listen.
He's saying broke. Like, to me, broke is you can't take care of your basic needs, or you can only take care of your basic needs and you can't afford to do anything else.
Because let's be honest, and I hate to say this, fellas, they ain't going to kill me. No, let's be honest. Shaquana, you stop defending bullshit. At the end of the day, there are a lot of grown-ass men who, without a woman, would not be able to take care of themselves.
So to answer your question,
they ain't even a grown ass man.
Yeah, he said I personally do not know any women, because like you see stuff on social media where there's jokes about like men dropping you off in your own car to work and then going back to your house. I don't know any of those women. None of the women I associate with have ever been in a relationship like that where they've been dropped off at work in their own car or
we've kind of grown out of that, but nigga working for the city, chilling. But he's
working for the city. That means you have a job.
Yeah, but at the same time, let me tell you something, and this is why.
So maybe you should define broke nigga for us then.
Let's be quite honest. My definition of broke nigga could be a lot of different things based upon a lot of different reasons, because of child support, because of
you and this child support. We're not going there today. We're not doing that today at all.
Thank you.
They garnish your wages.
Right, that's what I'm saying. No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
That's a broke, because you taking care of responsibilities, though.
No, we're not going to add layers to it. When we remove the layers, the definition, for whatever reason, but I got to give shout-outs to real shit, a.k.a. child support. But what I'm saying is, if you cannot physically support and take care of yourself on your own without the help of a female, meaning you cannot have your own apartment, pay for your own groceries, and have means to get to and from work without splitting bills, living with your mother. Not saying anything's wrong with that. We live in a different society.
Right.
That's broke. And that ain't no point, no finger, or laughing at nobody. But what I'm saying is, how I hear y'all say it, you got to come with a table. And it don't sound like what I just described is a table.
Yeah, I don't know any of those. I don't know any women that's dealing with those
table, right?
No.
Yeah, no.
But see, this is
okay. I don't know any on a personal level.
Right.
Like,
so I have friends, and I'm not. They're not the type that no dude is dropping them off at work.
No,
He's driving their car. That's not it.
Yeah,
However, I do have friends that are, because of history with a man that they are in love with and genuinely in love with, they are tolerating the fact that he's not. Now, granted, the person works.
Stop.
No.
That shit. Tell it.
The person works. However, she does help him through things, right?
Because everybody ain't blessed with.
Understand. But her motivation is because she loves him so fucking
And he
much.
probably also has mediocre dick.
Wow.
Drop that shit.
Wow.
I can't speak to that, but
Okay, so let me ask you this: are any of these women cheating?
No, absolutely not.
They love that nigga.
She not. When I tell you, because I have said to her several times as my homegirl, and I love her to death, I fucks with her the long way all day. I have told her, leave that nigga alone. Like somebody of your caliber, why are you dealing with him? But she loves him.
You could
so
leave him and glow up within 5 months.
I have to support her because I love her, so I have to support him, right? Because that's what she wants. So I do know I have a friend or friends that feel that way, right? Okay. And genuinely love him and will never cheat on him or never.
So y'all talked about love and y'all talked about mediocre dick. So let's be honest, how important is sex in dating?
It's important.
So how,
it's right next to money.
We are going down so many different streets.
Right next.
Wait a minute. Next to money? All right. Money and sex.
I think just like one ahead of
Shout out to Mastermind.
It's the Colonel Twin. They get delivered at the same time. One was born at 12,
okay, so Shaquana, sex is important.
Sex is important. I can say I tolerated a mediocre dick until I tried newness.
And it turned you out. The nigga turned
but
you
something
out.
was going on in a relationship to make you try newness, correct?
Hello.
So if you're...
Did you cheat?
I did.
Oh, well, I mean, that's just...
She said she tried newness.
Oh, so it's tick for tack?
So if her relationship...
I posted a stat today asking had you stayed when you cheated.
Oh, look at him. You see how you just shut him right on up. You see how I'm shut right on up.
I think most of us have, because women tend to be more forgiving.
So how is sex is important next to money, yet you'll tolerate
love will make you do shit you never thought you would do.
Include mediocre dick.
But you do realize
and mediocre is not to be confused with trash.
Okay, so do women have mediocre pussy?
But wait, Jay.
I don't know. I never talked to a woman.
Sometimes do you feel mediocre?
But listen, Jay.
Mediocre in my sex.
You do understand that just because the dick.
Let me hear Kim.
But just because
let me hear Kim.
Because the dick is mediocre does not mean that you don't come out of it satisfied, right?
Right.
There are several other ways, because you can, usually from my experience, a dude that has mediocre dick, he knows his dick is mediocre, but he will suck the life out of your...
But I'm going to take it a step further. In a relationship with a mediocre dick, as his woman, he should still get that pussy whenever he wants it, correct?
Absolutely.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
with the mediocre. Okay.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, no. It's still his. I mean, it's his. It ain't. Oh, nigga, you got mediocre dick. You can only get it on Tuesday and Thursday. It ain't that.
Well, it can if you single and you getting them what you doing. You know.
Oh, if I'm single and you have mediocre dick, then that's not my dick. I don't care nothing about that.
Different if you're single.
Yeah.
So you talked about it, but Chris, do you date with expectations? Man, he has to be kind of, what do y'all call it? We call it wifey material. What do y'all call it?
You know, that's a good, because y'all don't have a husband material. I don't ever hear women here. I don't ever hear women say to men like, "Hey, are you husband material? Do you know how to change oil? Do you know how to change the oil in my car? Do you know what it takes to keep a woman?" Like, women don't ask men that. That shit y'all be asking us is crazy.
We be like, "Do he got his shit together?"
Yeah, that's what we say.
That's what we say.
You got his shit together, girl. So what is it about? Let me tell you what I've been doing.
Okay.
I've been hitting them with the. This is something that I really like.
Chris, you about
no,
to say something.
I can feed myself. So
Bruce Chris ain't nothing. I was gonna say, you got Bruce Chris like 2 times a month.
Kiss my ass. I ain't going to
My favorite thing is flowers. So if you drop flowers off every day,
wait. I
have a question.
No, you didn't mean every day. You didn't mean it. Yeah, fix it. You didn't mean every day.
So I have a question to that.
Hold on.
You didn't mean
so
every day.
currently I get flowers every Sunday.
No, so I have a question to that.
Every Sunday.
Funeralist churches.
No.
So I have a question. Let me ask you a question because I'm struggling.
Also, to the nigga, if you're listening, they got a little special on flowers where you can pick a date and they pick out the flowers for you. It's a little cheaper. It's a special they got. Just
I have a question to this.
I tell you, they come out great. Listen, I know.
Because this is and I think this might be a flaw with me dating.
You don't like flowers either?
No, it's not what I was gonna say. It's not what I was gonna say. So do you tell a guy you like flowers, or you're just looking for a guy who's gonna initiate that on his own?
You know, when you get to know somebody and they ask, what you like. And
right.
Well, I don't need you to pay my bills. It's what you bring that's in addition to what I have.
Right.
I'm a flower girl, so if you bring me flowers, it's gonna light me up. With an addition, it doesn't have to be money. It doesn't.
Right.
Like, I don't need that extra stuff that you think that I gotta take care of her.
So you throw him that alley-oop so he knows what the deal is. Right. Exactly.
I was sitting outside when I leave for work in the morning. Stuff like that.
Right.
I'll take the flowers because everything else I can purchase on my own.
Mm-hmm.
But see, I from removing layers, from what I heard, that seems a bit stalkerish to you, Chris.
When did I say that?
No. If a nigga left flowers outside your door, I feel like you would be so fucking offended. You be like,
when did I say that?
But what you doing?
Yeah, I feel like that would be creepy for you.
But
Or is that cool?
But do you know where I live?
No, I know.
No, I'm saying the guy who left me flowers. Does he know where I live?
He would have to know.
Because I've had niggas who I didn't tell where I live pop up at my house, and so that means
I would have to like you
that
much.
is offensive. That's like
that's the only way you get flowers to my house. That mean I like you that much.
Right.
Yeah.
For you to share where you live with
them.
them.
Talking about what she said earlier, that you seem like that would scare her a little bit. And I can right, and if I would be as well because you have children, and when you have children. And this is not anything against anybody that doesn't have children. I'm just saying when you're blessed with a child as a mother, that's a feeling that you will never, ever be. I have never been able to explain. So you immediately go into this, I'm going to protect my child at all costs mode. So I see where it would kind of frustrate you a little bit. But I see yours too, like, okay.
I've actually had my door kicked in before, so I don't.
Right.
We're not going there.
News alert. We're not going to go there, but door kicked in. Actually, I want to change it. Can I change it? Yeah, door kicked in. Nigga. Oh, that's wow. You too?
Yeah.
2 for 3. Your door kicked in?
Hold on. Kick my door. Hold on. Kick my door in and then slept on my couch waiting for me to get there.
He was drunk. He didn't mean that. He didn't mean that.
Oh. I've had it twice.
Yes, she did. You kind of stayed. The nigga stayed.
My door couldn't close.
Let me tell you something. Anybody kick my door in, the law is coming for your ass. That nigga spent the night in your bed.
After you catch all 15 of these friends. So whatever's left. That's what the law.
And then I had another dude kick my door in who actually who already had a stalking charge. Like he already had a stalking charge.
2 and a stalking charge.
No.
Are we taking notes? Do I need to write this down in my notes?
Everybody. I'll beat you out and I'm going to drive.
I hope not. Tell you what, I just bought my little house. You kick my fucking door in. I'm calling Can I switch gears?
Yo, yes, please.
Can I switch gears with you?
Yes.
All right, because Kim, you have a different perspective that I want to hear about. At the end of the day, ma'am, we have a podcast.
He asked the question. It's his fault. Okay, I got you. Let's go.
You're interrupting. Let's go. Camera right now.
Yeah, we can't talk in.
Okay, go ahead.
I wanted to ask you.
Did you call my name?
I did.
You can't be calling. They don't know me. They don't know I'm here.
Not yet.
They do now.
But no, team, can we switch gears? Y'all said yes. I want to switch gears.
All right, now you disrupting me.
Kim,
yes.
You have been married.
Yes.
And for most people, I think that's the ultimate goal. 12 years. What went left to make you put yourself back into the single market? And now, you ain't got to go deep. But
so what happened, I think, was when you are from a small town like I am.
Okay.
There's kind of that, you're
dating this person, you with them, and you gonna marry them because I said you gonna marry them, and y'all gonna go live off happy parents.
Oh, parents.
So
okay.
I'm not saying that is what my parents said. What I am saying though is that is the perception, right? That you are with this person and you're gonna be with them, and that's what y'all gonna do because this is what we did back in the 1940s and 50s, and this is what y'all gonna do. When you're young, you're thinking, oh, okay, well, we got kids, and this is what we want to do. And so, hey, the thing is, get married. And
that was the right thing to do.
And that's kind of what happened, right? Over time, it became not an arrangement per se, but kind of sort of where you're trying to do what you believe at that point is the right thing to do. You're young.
Did y'all have kids at this point?
At this point, our daughter was already here.
Right. Okay.
So I had my daughter when I was a junior in high school.
All right, so that's a little.
Oh,
bit.
me too, girl.
Yeah. So we had the baby, and then because you had the baby, we need to make it work.
Right.
And eventually, y'all grew apart.
Right. Exactly. Pretty much. Grew apart. We're still really good friends today. We will always be really good friends, but it was just a mutual agreement.
Now, because with that 12 years, and it's kind of leading up to my next question, and I wrote notes, 12 years plus a proposal. Engagement. That's what I'm calling.
Because you can say no to a proposal, and then it's not an engagement.
So,
all right. So that being said, now this is a question I'm going to pass around, but I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
And this is actually the first note that I had for us tonight, and it's funny that 30 minutes later we just get into it. But do you want to be married?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I want to be married, and I want to be in a healthy marriage. It's not going to always be happy, so that's not what I'm wishing for, because you're going to have some days where he get on your fucking nerves, and it's going to be some days where I get on his fucking nerves with my mouth. But at the very end of the day, when he rests his soul, when he closes his eyes and I close my eyes, we better have smashed that shit, whatever it was, and just be happy. I want to be happily married, in a healthy marriage where we can prosper together. That's what I want.
I wrote a note. All right, so I'm going to come back to it. I ain't even going to say what my note was. All right, Shaquana, do you want to be married at Miss 28? At 28 with no kids, do you want to be married?
I do. Since being in a relationship for so long, I've learned that I'm a relationship type of person.
Okay.
The dating is fun, but they're getting on my nerves.
All right, so
Type.
You want to be married now? Like, is that your dating, or are you kind of cool being single for a while?
I'm cool being single right now.
You said that so fast.
The single life is cool,
she just had a relationship.
I'm just asking the question. Somebody got to
Now I know exactly what I want, what I don't want.
You just said you did earlier. I wrote that, but you had no idea what you. But then she came. I'm a good host because I remember
but
what
then
she
said.
I get in a relationship, from being in a relationship, I know, okay, I won't tolerate this. I won't tolerate that.
So maybe it's easy to say everybody knows what they don't want. Everybody knows what they don't want.
Do you want to be married?
Honestly?
Yes, Yes, that's what we're here for.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's fair.
And my reason, so I used.
Is that a default no?
No.
No, I kind of.
So, okay, I would like to. Okay, let me be clear. I would like a relationship where we have an understanding and we're together and we rock out with each other.
Marriage. I didn't say a relationship.
No, I don't necessarily know. I'm at a point I don't necessarily desire a marriage.
Have you
if
been
it
proposed
happens
to?
twice.
Did you accept either?
No.
No. You turned them down like on their knee?
One of them was bullshitting because he had done some dirty shit and he was trying to get back in my good graces. Why did he do that? So that's like a nah, we not doing this right now. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And the other one, you didn't talk about that one. They got on the knees. You said no?
Yeah, we were in private. There was nobody around, so it was an honest moment. Yeah. If people would have been around, I would have said yes, and we would have had a conversation later.
Really?
Because I don't like.
Give them this
yeah.
fucking
no, did you just be like, tell you no?
No, don't tell me yes.
It was more like that. It was like.
Don't tell me yes in front of the company and then tell me no later. That's whack. Because then you gotta like call your niggas like.
Well, then you gotta face all these people like, damn, you didn't know she was gonna say no.
Like you ain't like these people are just gonna disappear tomorrow.
When you did it, laugh at what you do?
No, it's not a laughing matter at all. It's more like
we're.
No.
Yeah.
No. It was more.
Fuck.
It was.
Sorry.
Because I feel like I feel like when you're in a relationship,
okay,
and you've been in a relationship for years, you know if y'all are ready to get married.
Yeah, but
that's not something. That's not something you do.
Relationship with years with somebody that you're not equipped
That's
to be married to.
because you're trying to get back on the. You were on the same page in the beginning. Some shit happened along the way. Relationship happened, and now y'all are this way. Y'all are going. Y'all are still on the same road, but just not on necessarily the same path. You're trying to get back there. I don't want no. I'm not getting ready to marry somebody because you think that's gonna fix our problems. That's stupid.
I agree.
You know, we're not doing that.
If the problems exist, the thing is, for me personally, if it's a problem that, and I've told my daughter the same thing because she's married and she's been married for 2 years now. So when she brings up something to me, I tell her, wasn't he doing that before you got married?
Yeah, okay.
Well,
Can
yes,
I be a little messy? Can I be a little messy?
Can
I be a little messy? Your daughter's married, but you're not. Like, so I mean, that's different. Like,
I mean, she raised her daughter well.
Right.
Her daughter grew up in a married home.
Situations, right?
Her daughter grew up in a married
home. It is two different situations.
But that don't mean that. Meaning she's teaching her daughter to respect real. And it sounds like what you said is you stayed married because that was what y'all was told to do. Your daughter don't recognize that?
Just because you're told to do something doesn't mean you can't put real effort into it.
We're talking about at the same time, we're talking about what was real and what ain't. Meaning she's teaching her daughter to understand the realness of marriage. And what she's already stated was during her marriage, it was kind of because it was supposed to be.
At that age. And
you don't think she understands that concept
No.
at 29?
No. What I'm saying is, for me, it was a little bit different. The dynamics were different. The times were different. I grew up in a small town, nothing like Durham, right? Where my daughter grew up was Durham, where there's more opportunities for African Americans. So her whole dynamic was completely different, right?
So would your advice be if she was going through a situation and she said, "Mom, I'm thinking about getting divorced," but let's say they're a child, because they do have a child, right?
They have one and one on the way.
One on the way. So let's just say a couple years down the road, she gets into a situation where mentally she's checked out. Being where you've been, what advice do you give her? Should she stick it out for the kids, or should she follow her heart?
So at the point where she mentally checks out, it's time to go.
Regardless of the kid's age or how the kids feel?
Regardless, because this is the thing. And this is something that I learned. When you mentally check out, you're done. There is no checking back in, right?
Really?
You have one day.
People don't go through
But wait.
Okay, I'm listening.
When you mentally, as a woman, when you mentally check out, you will most times never 100% check back in.
Chris, do you agree?
Based on the circumstances.
100%? I want you to finish, but I just quick yes or no, do you agree?
Probably,
yes.
Probably, yeah.
Probably.
I was trying to think about it.
Shaquana, you agree?
I was trying to think about it.
Because I mentally checked out, and I didn't know what people meant when they said it. And when I mentally checked, I said, "Oh, this."
Once you mentally check out, it's one of those. You could not come home on a Saturday night. I just don't give a fuck.
But also, too,
I don't give a fuck.
You don't have kids. Does it change with children?
To me, it doesn't change with children. And this is why I say it doesn't change with children, because as parents, we want to live our lives to give our children more than what we feel we have. As parents, we say all the time, I'm going to give my child this because my parents always told me no, so I'm going to never tell my child no. I'm going to tell them, yeah, I know because I lived it and I did it. But you cannot live your life miserable, because the same way that your children look at you and look up to you, them damn sure know y'all motherfuckers in that room fussing, arguing, fighting, and doing all of that. And that impacts them negatively.
They learn relationships based on what they see in the home.
Exactly.
So if y'all are staying together for the kids, but y'all are bitching and griping every day, all day.
The kids see that.
That's what they're going to think a relationship is supposed to be.
They see that.
And I had that written down. You've been married, Kim.
Yes.
You just got out of a relationship.
And you didn't let me say I don't want to be married because of because of all the married men in my DMs. That's really why at this point. Married men are really trash. Not all.
Some.
A lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Not a lot.
No.
First off.
He said he knows a few.
She wanted to say that.
Jason.
I just need to be clear. I'm not against marriage. However, I'll probably get married when I'm like 50.
What? We close to 50. Like, you're not.
I'm not close to 50. I don't know how old you are.
50. I'm 45, so I'm close.
She wouldn't say that.
What question I want to ask?
We were talking about
because
the kids.
I kind of want to switch gears a little bit. All right, I'm gonna go here.
Come on with the shit. Come on, I can see it in your face.
At the end of the day, and audience, well, I will say, I had a chance to kind of sit in the parking lot and wait. Nobody pulling up in a 97 Honda, so these aren't needy women, I will say, by any means.
Needing a new year.
Yeah, you know.
He said we all got LED
It
lights.
ain't no Tercels outside. That being said, and whatever, however you take this question, and we're just gonna go round robin, and then we're gonna get into details. I just need a yes or no. That's it. A yes or no, and if you say you're lying. With your yes or no, Shaquana, do you need a man? Yes or no?
I'll say yes.
Kim, do you need a man?
Yes.
Chris, do you? Okay, so everybody needs a man.
Such discipline. Y'all said that, but no. Nobody said no.
Can I elaborate, though?
And we can't elaborate now that everybody asks.
So, for me, my need in a man is because I have a basic nature. It's a basic need as a woman to be protected. And I need this. For me, there is no 50-50.
Right.
He has 51 and I got 49. And his extra 1% is if we in the house watching a movie and a motherfucker come in there ready to fight, his ass better get up to protect me, and for that, he deserves his extra 1%.
Well,
so for me,
1%.
it's never.
I like it.
Absolutely. He has to be able. For me, I need a man not for finances at all. Not because I got my own good credit, I got my own money, I got my own this.
Let me ask you this, okay? So
I need him for shit that don't cost.
I get it.
The basic shit. Take the trash out, pump my gas.
Perfect.
I hate pumping
Perfect.
gas.
Shaquana, let me ask you, sis. Look. For people who can't see, Kim and Shaquana just dapped each other up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let Shaquana have your back for a second. I'm going to ask Shaquana a completely different question. Once you are committed in love and in a full relationship with the man of your dreams, is he paying all the bills in the house?
No.
Stop. I just needed that. If you answer the question, you said no. Kim, in your household, this man of your dreams, that you is he paying all the bills in your household?
No.
Nope.
And Chris?
No. I don't live with two men. No.
So that's not a requirement.
No.
Because you started off with money and sex. That
You
I
have to
take
bring
no.
something to the table.
Okay.
I hate to see on Facebook, oh, my granddaddy paid all the bills. It's a video going around right now where the man is saying, my wife didn't
with
pay
8 damn
anything.
children.
I did not share it because my
Salute
thing
to the
is,
OG.
I want my man to be able to enjoy his money like I enjoy mine.
But okay, that's fair.
So if he's paying half of the bills and I'm paying half, we good. He can enjoy his money the same way I can enjoy mine.
Honestly, I come from a money-making mom, if that make any sense, and a hard-working daddy. And for the most part, they kind of equaled up, but my mama gets it in. So I was always in the mindset of 50-50.
Right.
We bring everything together. But after being in a relationship and kind of seeing how things work, I feel like in the right situation, 100% a man should pay the fucking bills. Now, what she does with her money determines the worth of the relationship. Meaning she's not free to go fuck off and be a Kardashian, but I feel like if you have invested in the whole family dynamic and your family has decided that your wife decides to work, then I feel like that money should be put to good use for y'all to kind of build up whatever the fuck y'all got going on. But as much as he can, and we live in a new age of fucking child support, Chris, and I looked at you when I said
Child support? Why me? I didn't say what?
No, because you hate when I bring it up, but I mean it if he can, meaning all men can, because he's helping take care of other households, and that's fair. But what I'm saying is...
About the men who are purposely not working to their full potential just
Child
so they can
support
avoid
is
child
not-
support.
is
If you want to talk about that, just go there. Because my son is 18 and out the house now, and I couldn't get $50 a month in child support for the entire time.
I'm not saying you couldn't. He chose not to. We're not talking about him. That's not the
some
type
of your
nigga.
friends are those niggas.
Oh, my. I don't...
Damn, what kind of friends you got, Jay?
Yeah, we need to... Right. We need to clarify. We need to clarify. At the end of the day, as grown as I get, I can only speak for people I pay bills with, which is myself. If I don't split bills with you, I cannot speak for you.
But back to the topic.
Yeah, please.
No,
Please.
I don't... So, in my situation, like, it wasn't a 50-50 split.
Okay.
It was, He paid the mortgage. I bought a grocery.
Good.
Yeah, like no, he made a lot more money than me. But it was because what I don't like is a lot of times the women I know who are married to men that pay 100%. The men are very, very anal about where they spend their money, and they're very cheap, and they're very like we don't have money for that. Let's not do that.
Another show we did, women equated money and paying bills to control. Do y'all agree?
I agree.
I would say it's.
But you just said money and sex were at the top of your list.
It's not like
so you
that.
You want them to control you?
I don't. I'm saying you got to bring something to the table because I'm going to work regardless. I'm going to work because I don't want you to think, oh, I have money and I'm going to control you. No, you can't do this. I've seen it happen with my own mother.
Okay.
So I'm not going to do that.
All right.
I'm going to always have something or something in the clip.
That's fair.
And
the nigga wants that too. He don't want you to just be.
And guess what? And that's all I hear from
action.
guys that hit my phone. I like that you don't need what I have, so it makes me want to do.
Right.
That's why I get gas on Sundays. I get flowers.
And at the end of the day, like let's be honest, a lot of black men, for various reasons, you got to cut corners. And you don't want to always cut corners. You want to get with somebody where that's not as important as building something. Meaning, like you want to be able to, you want to win her over. Don't get me wrong, but eventually you want to be able to build something where you can take a step back from the bullshit and kind of, all right, she got my back. We in this together. Now I can really focus on getting my shit together. And I think sometimes women miss that boat. And I'm not saying that I'm very comfortable in where I am at the moment because I have a part-time job. Really, 2 part-time. So I'm making it how I'm getting it how I live. Yeah, how I live it.
You see what I'm saying?
I live it how I get it.
So if he's doing that too, I'm cool with it because I'm gonna make sure I'm good regardless.
Right. Okay.
Right, because the last thing you want to do is get into a new relationship, and when you want to go to Ruth's Chris or McCormick and Schmick's, I said I eat more than you.
It didn't matter. She said it didn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
What are you talking about?
I'm
just like, like I thought this was the lady conversation.
You're right. Shut up, Jay.
Shut up, Jay.
All right.
So you don't want to get into a situation where a guy feels like, oh, I can't do that because I ain't got the money for that, or I'm too busy. I'm too busy paying all the bills, so I can't take her on this vacation.
And that kind of bothered me earlier when you said you don't like people offering you shit because a nigga feels like sometimes when he can't, he's inadequate. Meaning, like, Kim, I just seen that you went and did it up with your homegirls, y'all cruising it up and living y'all best lives at 45. I mean, that shit is intimidating to a person who can't. You feel what I'm saying?
But,
meaning, at the end of the day, I think for a lot of men, they would love to be able to do the shit with females that they see that y'all do with y'all homegirls. Like, with y'all homegirls, y'all live fucking exciting lives. Like, Shabana and shit, y'all bathing suit popping and equal this. And a nigga wants some of that. Like, niggas don't say it, but I'm here to fucking say it. A nigga want to go to the Bahamas and Turks and Caicos and all that bullshit, too. But what y'all, now you do mind it because you go with your homegirls and shit.
Because I know y'all be so serious about not calling out of work. I can't call out of work.
When I had a guy,
I can't call out of work.
Got them kids.
That's his damn fault. Where are them condoms, my nigga?
But see, for me, it's a little bit different when it comes to the kids situation, right? For me, my children are grown, but the person that I was engaged to, he is 100% dad. He doesn't do the every other week.
Right.
They live with him every day. So when we were together, those were my sons too, right? So we did things as a family unit. I lived with them at one point, and at that point, I didn't pay 50-50. He took care of the major things, and I took care of, like, cable bill, water bill, like
exactly,
that.
Right.
But the little shit like that, and then I did, the mommy stuff, the grocery shopping, the cooking.
Right, exactly.
That's mommy
That's not necessarily 50-50.
For me, that's mommy stuff, because I feel like when you live with, as a man and a woman has a role in a relationship and in a household.
I don't agree with that.
And I do. Now, that's not to say that I'm the only one that cooks, because if I'm running late or if I had a meeting that ran over, I come home and he be cooking, or I went ahead and started cooking.
I'm about to say cooking.
So no, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying when I refer to mommy duties, I mean, as a mother, you nurture.
Right.
You nurture your children. You nurture your man. You nurture these are the things
so with
that
all of that
women
invested,
do.
what would make you leave a situation like that?
To be honest,
that's a lot invested. You talking about mommy duties and cooking and Before the closure, what would make you leave it? Because you said you were single.
We're removing layers.
Right.
How you leave that?
I left that because it got to the point where I felt like.
You left them babies too.
Right. Don't let him do that to you. Don't you let him put that on you.
But wait, let me change that.
Okay.
Not change it. But they have an active mother. Right?
But
she's 100%. No.
You didn't say nothing about that.
No. But what I'm saying, the reason why. No, listen. Because you are. That's because. No, listen.
Football practice.
Hear me out. So the reason why I
meetings.
said that is because. When we as women, we date a man and we allow him around our children, we want him to accept our children.
That's fair.
So I have to do the same thing.
Right.
So I have to accept his children and raise them the same way that I would do mine. If I love him, I got to love his package and his package is his children.
That's real.
But that's not to take anything away from their biological mother. That is not taking anything away.
I was being funny.
So I left the relationship, but they still have an active mother that's there.
What would make you leave something
things.
that was
So
well
so
put together?
Can't you tell somebody trying to avoid a question?
No. She was about to answer and I cut her off.
So what made me leave the situation is because I felt that we were not in a healthy relationship anymore. Engagement and all. A lot of people keep going because they friends know they engaged, so they got to keep on with the wedding.
Yeah.
Fuck all that.
Yeah.
My peace of mind for me is what's most important at the end of the day. My peace of mind and my children. And at that point, there was some frustration between the relationship with my son. My daughter was grown and an adult on her business. There was some frustration between the relationship with my son. And first and foremost, before anything, I'm a fucking mama. And while my son is my son, that at that point was my fiance too. So there had to be some sort of balance.
That is a good question. Let me ask you this.
I have a question.
And Chris, let me pass it to you.
Because I think
let me pass it to you. Do your kids have to 100% like and accept your relationship?
Mm-mm. Yeah, because I was going to ask her, because at that point your son was almost out of the house.
Yes.
So to me, I'm not getting ready to go off of what my child says, because I'm going to be with this person.
Right.
And you're going to leave and do your own thing and have your own life.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm not going to, this is my life after you leave.
Right.
If that's what it's going to be.
Right. And
so I can't base.
But what if they were 5?
That's a little bit different.
So it matters. Kids' opinions matter?
No, not
asking.
that the
I'm
kid.
asking.
So the health of the child matters. So if that relationship is becoming unhealthy for your child, as a mother, that is your responsibility when you birth that child to protect that child.
Right.
And if you feel that it's unhealthy for your child and it's impacting your child, now for me, my son was about to go to college, so it didn't really matter. But when it got to the point where I felt like there was a competition that my son wasn't even aware of, didn't even know about, but there was a competition, not for time, but just because I need to let him know I'm in charge and I'm the man. So it was kind of this male dynamic with needing to be able to.
But was it a problem though? You making it? I mean,
it was a problem.
No. Meaning, like, I hear what you're saying, but did your son have a problem with?
No. My son had no. He didn't know anything about it.
Her son was in a competition he knew nothing about.
Exactly.
And that's kind of where that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
But it's reality.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's reality.
I'm learning.
It's reality.
Okay, now we
you ain't never seen Baby Boy?
We running out of time, so I want to touch on one more topic. Now, all of you are vibrant, very attractive woman. Is in dating, is too sexy a problem or too popular, like meaning having a lot of attention from men, whether it's social media, whether it's is that a problem in dating, or is that a plus?
A problem for
I feel like
us?
You're saying to date a popular man, or you're saying for us?
You, meaning you as sexy, vibrant. I'm sure that multiple men are.
Yes, I don't. It's hard for me to read. I think so for me. Okay. It's hard for me to read if a guy is genuine, because, like I said, it's you got my number today. Let me take you out tomorrow. So it's almost like you want to be seen with me, which is, but I don't know. So for me personally, I think it's a problem. It could be a problem I created for myself. It could be all in my head, but yeah.
But do you consider yourself to be a?
I'm not popular. I just think
not popular. But are you a confident person, or you think you're a little bashful, shy?
I don't know. What you think?
You confident and you very well.
It's even let's say not to put yourself in it, but women who are very, because you have a lot of women who, and sometimes it's not on purpose, but you're attractive and the picture show and your lifestyle shows, and you get a lot of attention for it. Is that a problem in
The
dating?
niggas want a piece of that.
Right. And women.
Right.
Like, women envy, does envy and likes and all that, does that eventually become a problem or no?
Problem.
I'm sorry, I meant to pass it to you. Is that a problem? Does that become a problem?
For me, no.
And not just you, but for women. Like, is too sexy ever a problem? Meaning, and I'm going somewhere, trust me.
I'm going to say no.
You saying too sexy. I don't think it's too sexy, though. I think it's just, I don't know. I don't think
Some
too sexy is the right
do
term.
Too much.
Okay.
As in the guy overdoes it.
The guy. Okay.
Some women can put too much out there.
Think so?
Hell yeah.
Too much as far as like they body or pictures or just too much? Really?
There should always, I think, in the day of social media, you have women. First of all, you have some women that, for whatever reason, now, lucky for you, you have a table of confident women who got their shit together, right? So it's a little bit. The conversation is a little bit different, right?
Okay.
But to say too sexy, I think, if I'm understanding you correctly, I think what you're saying is can you be too sexy and that cause problems?
Or also too, like, I guess what I'm saying is in two ways, meaning are men intimidated by overly attractive women, and are men intimidated by women who get a lot of attention or too much attention?
So I think, for me, men that don't have their shit together are intimidated by women that they see have their shit together.
Yeah, but men who got their shit together are doing a whole bunch of fucking, so it's a difference. Like, I'm just being quite honest.
Oh, tell us more, J-Day. Tell us
That's a
more.
whole different subject and topic.
What else
That's why I brought it
happens
up.
with men who have their shit together?
That is a powerful.
Say that again.
They're
That
trying
is
to find
powerful.
themselves.
That's powerful.
I can say that. I've come
very
to a
powerful.
place where I'm like,
Hell,
that's what it was. So
I can, in an honest moment, that is powerful.
They're trying to find themselves.
That is powerful. I mean, I'm gonna have to think on it, but
They are.
you may.
So, J-Day, when do men find themselves? I heard it was after 33.
100%.
That's a
And
fucking
single
lie.
mothers,
I think it's after 40.
single mothers. We
Oh, you
need
think
to
it's
protect
after
our sons, because until you get to about 25, 26, you really haven't figured it all the way quite out. And when I say that, I mean from how life works, how women work, how you want your life to work. So work with your young sons, because it take a while. Just because they graduated high school and you don't necessarily have to take care of them financially, that ain't out there. But yes, I do think that men have to find a common ground. But common ground for a man is tricky, because sometimes you meet a dynamic woman that you know that you're not ready for. That's fucking scary.
So does that happen to you?
100%.
But
So do you still try, or do you say, I'm not ready for this, let me go on about my
It depends on the
business?
woman. Sometimes you meet a woman, you know she just not with shit. Meaning, like, you're not going to come in.
So you do know what she was talking about.
So are you going to say, right, but are you going to step your shit up so you can be on her level because you like her that much?
Or you just going to come to her when you know she got her shit together and you just going to be with the shit?
Because sometimes convenience is a motherfucker. For me, at the end of the day, I am blessed to, I am in an awkward position, meaning that I understand that I got a lot of kids by a couple women.
Few.
Right.
Couple is two.
But
that's not a flaw.
It's not a flaw.
You said that a few times.
We removing layers.
You have to be honest. It's
a lot of shit.
It's a conversation. It's
definitely
some women, right?
Everybody,
it's not just everybody ain't ready for it, but I got to keep my babies in mind too. Meaning, like, I can't. You know, you'd be surprised in all the dating I do. It's only a handful of people who have ever met my kids, and when I say handful, one. You know what I mean? So for me, it's a little different, and I'm still kind of waiting on that white picket fence a little bit. But I think sometimes I use that as an excuse to be a dater. Like, I like dating.
I'm struggling with the trust thing, because it's like you don't know.
But you married, Jason.
I am, but I'm married.
You are married.
That's he struggles with trust.
I'm saying before I got married,
okay, here we
it
go.
was a trust issue for me because I have 3 kids by 2 different women.
That's fair.
and knowing that the woman that I married has no kids, and I have to trust that she can really deal with my situation. Mm-hmm. And like that takes a lot of trust, because when love gets involved, I think women feel like that it's. That
but sometimes too, I feel like I owe my kids.
It's like, can you really handle it day to day? Like it looks good on the outside, but dealing with 2 baby mamas. Let me tell you, one of them is crazy, got a restraining order, and you gotta go pick the kids.
Another restraining. Oh well,
Casey, you should have introduced yourself with your layers before we got out of there.
He got restraining order
because like you went so deep right now. Restraining order.
You want
no restraining order. I pay a lot of child support. Like that's weird.
And then she got to deal with money going out of my house for nothing.
But see, you're always doing something. So on the outside, I think a woman would be more likely to date you. Like you don't seem to have the typical child support issue that you want to preach about so much.
No, because it's
where you just confined to the house and you can't pay your bills. You always out. You always doing something.
Yeah, but what I'm telling you is, and y'all don't hear me, black men cut a lot of corners to be adequate to black women. And y'all don't understand that sometimes. Like, at the end of the day, y'all don't understand the dynamics of how money works. You feel what I'm saying?
I understand the dynamics of how money works. But what I also understand is that, and I've posted about this, we are friends on social media, so I know that you know. But black men, by nature, do not have, or not by nature, just the fact that they are born a black man, do not have an equal playing field. No. I will fight that, and I will say that to the day I die. So I applaud men that are, especially black men, that get their ass up and go to work every day, and they take care of their children. So that's why I was saying it's not a flaw that you have 3 kids, by however many, 4 kids, by 3 baby mamas. That is not a flaw. To me,
it's never going to be
I applaud you for that.
It is,
women
for
think
me,
it's a flaw. But then it's like they have kids.
So, but it depends. So it depends. Okay, so for instance,
that's true, right?
Do you generally date women who also have kids, or you generally date women who don't have none, or you don't care?
Employer, you know.
I
say that that's a lie. I am fearful of women who still want children. I would say that.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not dating nobody who wants kids, and I'm not dating nobody who don't have kids, because I feel like you don't have kids, you have too much time. I don't have the kind of time you have.
I don't want no babies. Like if your child ain't at least 4 to 5 years old, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
That is a problem.
See, in my dating game lately, I've always dated older guys. So every guy
the way she said it was like very matter of factly, like.
So I run into I have kids. Lately, I've been running into I have a vasectomy.
Wow.
I didn't say what.
Damn,
but I want kids, so this isn't going to work. And they
vasectomies are reversible.
Yes.
But I feel like that's the first thing that you should say in dating.
That's what I say.
Ladies.
But you just said you don't want, like, the serious combo first thing.
No,
now you're lying, nigga, because I wrote that down.
No, you didn't. You didn't even
I wrote that down. You don't want serious conversations on the first date because it's just a date.
I'm going to say this, and we're gonna find a way to we got to get out of here. Now,
I already told you it's gonna take longer than what you thought.
No, but we, for viewer purposes, we gonna keep it. Now, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank Mastermind Production. I want to thank my sister.
You just gonna drop it like that?
Yeah, that's how we do. Because I want people to just stay on the edge of their toes and come back next week.
Yep.
I want to thank my lovely co-host.
Let me make sure you went over all these topics.
And the topics we're gonna never get all over.
We can always do a part 1 and part 2.
And next time I'm bringing the fellas. Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Perfect. Yeah, and I truly think it. Yes,
me either.
But we have removed a few layers, and that is truly what we are all about. So I do thank everybody involved.
We're really leaving right now. We got one more question.
No, we don't. We gotta go.
Okay.
Chris,
fine.
Thank you. See?
What's the question, Chris?
It says.
And I can't even close my. This is how ladies work.
Double standards in dating. Is it fair? There's definitely double standards.
Damn right.
Drop it, Chris.
And the double standard is I'm gonna close my man show because that's how this double standard works. I got these lovely ladies, but what I'm gonna do is cut their asses off, and what I'm gonna say is, I love y'all. People make the world go round, and I promise you we're gonna do this again. Thank y'all so much. Have a wonderful night, and I think we removed a few layers.
Thank you.
It was.
Say it ain't what you see.